So Robin issue 1 has been a highly anticipated comic for a long time. Let's see what this bad boy has. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a different type of review. This is Robin. This is issue 1. Now, I don't have my physical books yet, but I do have this one digitally, and I want to discuss it with you guys because this is definitely a big book being released, and I think this is a highly anticipated book. And this one is Robin issue 1, obviously based off of the Infinite Frontier story. And obviously we've gotten to seeing Robin backup story in Batman books, so it could lead up to this main series. So here we get to see the front cover art, which is actually really, really good, as you get to see Robin with his new costume on. And yeah, it looks like he's getting ready to do battle. And it's titled, "The Deadliest Fighters in the World Have Met Their Match." So here we get to see the opening pages of the book, and the artwork definitely is solid in this series. Here we get to see Batman and just kind of some flashbacks a little bit. We get to see Gotham in here. Here we get to see more Batman, a little bit of Oracle, the spoiler, and Tim Drake, and so Nightwing in there, because they're looking for Damian. They're trying to find out where he's at. But as we can continue to scroll through the artwork, we get to see some pretty cool fight scenes that you see here with Damian and King Snake in the book, which is actually a lot of fun to see. Great facial expressions in this book as well, and I enjoyed looking at this book while reading it. Now, the one thing about this particular story is that the story is a quick read. There's not much to the actual book, but it is enjoyable to read, and it makes you want to read more by the time you wind up getting to the end of this book. So let's go ahead and let's start here from the beginning a little bit and see what we got. So like I said in the beginning, we get to see a little bit of a flashback of course, who Damian is and whatnot, and then we get to see Batman communicating with Nightwing, with Tim Drake, with Spoiler, with Oracle, trying to find out where Damian is. And it's true, he's his father's son. He's gonna go in hiding, and they can't find him, and Bruce is all upset about the whole situation. And then last but not least, we get to see a fight happen between Damian and King Snake, and which is Bane's father. And obviously this is likely kind of a revenge type of fight, because obviously Bane killed Alfred, and Alfred is basically Damian's father in many ways. Great battle scene, like I said earlier. Damian had no problem taking on King Snake here and winning, and this is kind of like his entry fee to get into the Lazarus tournament, which is a very prestigious tournament. And he's fairly confident when he gets entered into this tournament. So he gets that token to go. He gets the boat ride over there, and on the boat ride there, or right before he gets on that boat, he has a talk with Alfred, which was kind of like a heartwarming moment in this issue. But he realizes also that just because this is a figment of his imagination, that Alfred can't make him feel guilty about what he's doing, but he is second guessing himself, which is kind of cool. So we get to see the boat ride over there to the secret island. You get to see some cameos from other characters that are in the book, which was really nice to see. And then you get to see Lazarus Island in itself, the introduction to some other characters. And then right away, Damian is very overconfident. He's like, no one is standing around breaking bread crap. Let's go ahead and let's go and get to battle here. And then this is where you get introduced to that new character called Flatline. And the reason why she's called Flatline in this book is because obviously of what she does. Now check out the character in here. She wears this crazy costume with a bunch of like bones on it and whatnot. And she seems like the ultimate fighter, the ultimate matchup for Damian here. And she goes into this, you know, they go into battle, you know, she blocks Damian's punch. And the way it looks is that she literally rips out the heart of Damian, and he is literally flatlining. And obviously it's like dead, which he's not. I mean, what is she doing with his heart though? That's what's interesting. You know, this, like, she keep him alive with the heart outside of his body. Like, I don't know what's happening there and whatnot. And the cool thing that you got to see in this book as well is that you got to see Ravager in here, but even for just a very brief time. So even though she wasn't in there for a long time, she was in there for a short time, which was kind of cool. So what did I think about this book overall at the end of the day? And is it worth your hard-earned cash? I say definitely pick this book up. This book is absolutely awesome. It has no backup story, so the first issue I think is going to run you $3.99, which for DC Comics is definitely worth the value. It's got great artwork. Again, the story is something that we kind of already saw coming. We already knew that Damian went missing. We knew already that he was going to go to this island to fight and to try to find out the secrets. So a lot of this story, even before this first issue came out, we already knew what was happening. We just didn't know what was going to be the end result here, and wasn't even thinking that maybe he could be defeated so quickly. What I would like to see is a little bit more mystery in this first issue on what the Lazarus Island is, and before we got into some major fight. I think the first fight to get to the access to the island was absolutely just fine, but we didn't need to get really hardcore introduced to Flatline right away. But it was a solid story. I definitely will be checking out the next issue. If I have to rate this comic book, I would say this comic book is fairly good, and again, I definitely recommend it. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Not perfect, because like I said, the story wasn't really in a lot of depth, but it was a fun read. Great action, great artwork, and I can't wait to see what happens with issue 2. I just wish Damian wasn't like pronounced dead, because we know he won't die, because the series would be over before it even started. So I want to know in the comments below, guys, what did you think of Robin issue 1? Does this lead up to all of your expectations? Are you definitely looking forward to more of this story? And guys, if you give this video a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, this will definitely enter you in my Road to 10K X-Men giveaway, where you guys can win these fabulous X-Men prizes. And of course, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. Until that next comic book review, I'll leave you more of my videos right here to check out. And guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you real soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.